Aaron Gertz here reporting for the Winners Express at Hugh Randolph Field. I'm here with varsity boys head coach Austin Calvert. Round one of the playoffs against Trinity. What are your thoughts? We're fresh off the win, 5-2. How you feeling right now?
Feeling good. We got the result we were here for, so I can't really complain. There were definitely some things we could clean up. I want to see more hits in the box score, but at the end of the day, our pitcher went out there and dealt today, and we played winners baseball, so we came away with the win.
How did Anthony Duran do? He looked poised. He was throwing fast when we want to throw fast, like really fast. Like he makes fast pitchers look not fast. And then when he felt like mixing it up, getting dirty, giving a little off speed, I saw a couple of their hitters like swing about 5 seconds before the ball even hit the catcher's glove. How do you think about his performance?
Yeah, he did a really good job today of mixing his sliders and his fastballs. A lot of the times you don't really want to go to off speed too often if you're overpowering teams with the fastball, but today was a little different. They were guessing fastball out the gate, so a lot of them were just running into fastballs. So when you recognize that happening, then it is smart to mix in a slider maybe first pitch just to keep him off balance, and he did a great job of that today. 10 strikeouts, no walks, no hit by pitches. You give up no free passes and get 10 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts. It's a good day. So
pitched a full game, all 7 innings. Straight up like dogfight. It looked challenging at times. Couple of errors, but not as many errors as the opponent's right fielder, who dropped about 3 or 4 fly balls. It's tough to see a young man struggle that much. But it looks like you guys had a few, but limited them. Got out of troublesome inning and came out with the W.
Yep, exactly. We know errors are going to happen. They're part of the game. But what we don't want to do is one, compound error. So if you make an error, make another one following it, or bury ourselves. So Isaac, had a few misplays there, but what did he do? Kept his head up, and who made the last out of the game? Isaac Lopez, because he didn't bury himself. He stayed engaged. He stayed up. And the baseball gods reward you when you do that. So I'm very proud of him for not burying himself and for staying engaged and being able to execute there to end the game. So very good job for him.
That's a good showing of how mental and cerebral this game is, of how he easily could have just imploded and not even been there for the rest of the game when you still had about, 3 more innings left to play, right?
Absolutely. And that's exactly right. That's baseball, baby. You're going to run. It's a game of failure, right? When you make the Hall of Fame hitting 300, you're failing 7 times out of 10. So we're going to fail. It's just learning how to deal with failure and how to come out the other end victorious. So
I like the energy from the dugout. I saw every foul ball. You have hustlers. You have players hustling out there, getting the ball. How does your dugout fit into the overall scheme of the Winners Warriors? It's lively. They're supportive. It's a ruckus in there.
Yep, exactly, and that's what we aim to do. Part of the game's on the field and part of the game's off the field. As mental as baseball is, having a good hype corner or a lot of guys hyping you in your corner hypes you up. It focuses you. It lets you know that it's not just 9 on 1, it's 18 for us on 1. So every guy has a job, whether or not they're in the game, and if they're engaged in the dugout, then they're doing that job and they're contributing to the team. So it's really great to hear that. I mean, when I'm coaching third and I can hear the chirping, good stuff, of course, staying on us. That's what we want. So
it's good stuff. It's also very entertaining. Some of the stuff they say, like just off the cuff, it's just the antics, I'd say, all part of the game plan, but it's just, they're having fun just hearing them out there. And it was a close game. It wasn't something to take lightly, it's in the bag or anything like that. They just seemed very level-headed through and through.
That's the message every game moving forward is, and I told them this innings 1 through 7, every time we came in to hit, it was, do not let them in this game. You let them in the game, they have the chance to come nip you. It's playoff baseball. That'll happen. So we only luckily experienced that in 1 inning today, and we were able to limit it and still get our result we wanted. But again, they learned that lesson. Like, seriously, you got to just stack. It's playoff baseball. You can't be letting anybody stay in the game when you don't need to. So
absolutely. And one last thing here. It's just almost as impressive as the win is the blonde hair. It's looking beautiful. It's lush. I see a lot of other Super Saiyan Warriors around here sporting that. The bleach blonde hair. What does that mean? What does that represent for the Warriors? What is all this blonde hair doing for you?
Yeah, for us, it's just exactly what Winners Baseball is about. It's tradition. It's tradition. It's the fraternity of the team. I mean, this tradition goes back to the early 2000s. So the fact that we're still doing it shows that these guys are part of that fraternity, part of that family. And it's not just we're bleaching our hair for this year. Jeff Ingles said it best when I asked him about bleaching his hair. He said he did it every single year. to honor previous teams and previous players as well as the guys that are currently playing. So it's almost like now we're not 18 on one of our team. We are hundreds of winners baseball players on their team. So it's really cool that the tradition stays alive. I would love to see every baseball player do it next year, but to each their own. I will always do it to honor past and present players and really reinforce that idea of family and tradition. So it's pretty cool.
Do you feel like you see the intimidation in your opponent's eyes? The opposing coach, you're shaking hands before the game. Can you tell there's fear when they're looking not only in your smile, but seeing the blonde like just kind of hanging behind the neck?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a Trojan horse, right? Like, it's not necessarily fear, it's more admiration. And once I know I have them around my pinky, I already have a leg up in the game. So
it's all mental, right?
Oh yeah. I let it flow. I let them get nice and mesmerized by it, and then we sneak one in on them, you know.
And can you mind showing the people at home the full mullet, the cut, the flow? It's going back. It's perfect.
There you go.
Do you feel like that makes you a better coach?
Yes, absolutely. Simple.
And who's next on the docket for you guys?
We'll be going up to Colusa on Tuesday. So, little rematch. We split series this year, 1-1. They're the 1 seed, we're the 4 seed. It's what was expected. It's going to be a dogfight. We've been in those all year. We know how to win them, so we just got to go get one more and then proceed to Saturday and go really handle business. So.
You're giving me goosebumps right now. And Jordan Calvert's taking the bump?
Yep. Yep, he will have the start, but we will throw every single arm that we need to win that game. So Miles Mariani will be ready, Luis Lara will be ready, as well as anybody else that has an arm that can throw the ball over the plate for a strike. So.
I like that. And the kitchen sink. Coach, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Let me give a shout out. Hey, boys. Say what's up to the papers. Say what's up. Got the dub. Let's go, baby. One time. All right.